As you may have seen, Rockstar Games have come under hot water recently due to some pretty serious allegations of union busting. I've been covering this in depth on the GTABase Twitter account with footage, interviews and updates as they happen. It's clear that the devs fired had truly done nothing wrong, and you can watch the videos from People Make Games to really see that. But there's some Corpo bootlickers who think otherwise. Let's take a look. The first thing I want to acknowledge is the thumbnail. I mean, look at this shit. These are meant to be the big right-wing men should be men influencers, but this dude's full on putting a millennial 2013 Instagram pout. And the filters, I mean, come on, dude. I also want to draw attention to their description for this video. It is just begging for money everywhere. I mean, aside from the if you're a normal man, hit the subscribe button thing, which is a bit, a bit cringe. It's just like, there's so many different ways here that they want you to give them money. Not to mention, side scrollers here. This is ran by the same people that do the anti-woke Real Game Awards, as they call it. Which, I don't know if you remember from last year, but to vote in this Real Game Awards, you had to give them more money. The entire thing is outrage bait, just so they can make a quick fucking cash grab out of you. And if you fall for it, well, I'm sorry, but you've been scammed. Anyway, that interesting choice aside, let's get into the actual video, eh?
The fired GTA devs and all that.
Oh yeah, the ones that were originally fired for union stuff, but then it turns out it wasn't about the union, that you can't even legally fire them if they want to make a union, but it was because they were leaking classified information.
Why does she talk like a drunk anime character? Anyway, so our first claim was that they were fired because they claimed they were a part of a union, but that was illegal. Yeah, that's the point that IWGB is making, that these firings were union busting and that was illegal. That's the reason behind all of the claims that have went to the Scottish Government. On top of this, the confidential information that these people were allegedly leaking, I mean, we haven't seen any in-game leaks. That's because it was this. The so-called confidential information was them discussing with their union representatives something that's protected under UK law, was about corporate policy changes related to their Slack channels. The fact that they can't react to messages with emojis anymore and that the off-topic channel was deleted. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like an industry-defining secret to me. That sounds like a perfectly normal thing to discuss with your union rep.
Fired GTA 6 devs have been out, and they've been, with their branding is really good, by the way, just straight up stealing GTA Vice City.
Stop the fucking presses! Holy shit, no! They use GTA branding for a protest that somewhat relates to GTA? Because that's what they make? Holy fucking shit, these people, morally irreprehensible, can't do anything now, yep, deserve to get fired, clearly.
30 employees that were fired in Edinburgh.
Sorry, can we just have that back again?
Edinburgh.
One more time?
Edinburgh.
Why can these Yanks never just say the name of the city correctly? It's Edinburgh. Hey,
Archie, you run a business. Do you ever deal with people trying to unionize and protesting and stuff?
No, there's a very easy way to deal with unions. Fire the people in them.
Wait, that's illegal.
You live in the UK. You should know that you can't just fire someone for being in a union. That's not legal. Like, I don't know what sort of excuses you're coming up with, but you can't just do that. Oh my god, do you know what? There's just something about this smug fucking prick that's just insufferable. And the rest of them, they're just enabling it. They're all just laughing away like it's alright to suggest firing people for wanting a better workplace. No. You can't do that. Like, I know some of these people live in fucking Yankee Doodle land where you can get away with doing anything to your employees, but it's just not like that here.
These unkept working conditions and the working conditions that they have. But here's the thing, they never go into any detail on any of these things. The working conditions complaint, it's just general mentions of working conditions at the company.
They haven't gone into any detail with the public with this, because these are the things that they discussed with their union and were fired over. They're respecting their NDA. You're complaining about them leaking information that's private, but then you're complaining about them not telling you said private information. You can't have your cake and eat it. This just shows that any information that was allegedly leaked, that wasn't the case, because they're still being very careful to not leak that information. And do you want to know how I know that they're being careful about this? Because I spoke to members of Rockstar directly at the protests. I was there interviewing them on behalf of GTABase, and each and every question I asked, it doesn't come through on the text, but they were met with careful consideration and long pauses before they answered them all, which I'll admit I appreciated, because it gave me time to type up the answers.
Look, I've been in plenty of video game developer spaces before, and I don't understand how anybody could potentially complain about bad conditions in a working environment.
Is that why you're a part of the anti-woke Real Game Awards now then, pal? If you don't know about the bad working conditions, chances fucking are you were the one creating those conditions. I mean, you were the boss of Screw Attack, and that was under Rooster Teeth, and we all know what happened there. I mean, your employees left you. I wonder why the fuck that was, pal.
I haven't been in this office before, or these offices before, but I know that these guys are pampered to the fucking T.
Source? Literally, you can't say you haven't been to an office before, but suddenly you just know that these people are pampered. It doesn't work like that. Like, how would you know that if you've not been there? That doesn't work.
They're handed every luxury that you can possibly have. So
they're not allowed to use emojis or have an off-topic text chat. Are you sure?
Concerns about long work hours and crunch.
No, sounds terrible. It's like, I've never been an office monkey. I can't sit still. I would never be a good office monkey.
Oh no, sounds terrible, she says in a sarcastic voice, before then talking about how that's a job that she couldn't do herself. Like, do you have no fucking self-awareness? Like, yes, it does sound terrible being forced to work, up to 100-hour weeks, like was done with Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, these people have families. I get nobody loves you and could ever want to see you and vice versa, but these people have families that they will want to see throughout the years. And I mean, we've seen how long it's taken to make GTA 6. At some point, these people they need to hug their kids at least once. I mean, if they don't, God forbid, they might turn out into a fucking dipshit like yourself. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't imagine doing work like that. But I have no sympathy for the people that do. Like, I don't even have words for this. Like, I'm a mouthy prick, but holy fuck. Like, you've shocked me. Like, what? Do you not hear the things that you say?
I have been working in different warehouse jobs since I turned 18.
Yeah, no diss to warehouse workers, but I'm not surprised you can't do anything intellectual with your lack of fucking consistency.
Right now I work in a steel mill. Soon my hours will be 12-hour shifts. 1 week I will be working 5 12-hour days, and then the next week I will have 5 days off.
Sounds like hell. Maybe you should speak to your fucking union rep about it.
If I want to work 24 hours per day, they'll let me. And this is manual labor. It's not office work.
Aside from the fact that they shouldn't be doing that, that's also against the law here, and that's a part of the fucking problem. Like, you shouldn't be working 24 hours a day, and don't demean office work as something that doesn't take effort. Like, I mean, you've got to stay awake, staring at a screen, clicking and dragging, putting up with your colleagues, going back and forth. It's not good for your body. Like, the same way that you doing all of this extra effort is going to wear and tear down on you hard, sitting in the same place constantly is terrible for your spine.
I think that's the thing that really drives me crazy about all this is they say, oh, we work these long hours, we do this. But yeah, talk to me about the normal man who's out there busting his ass, who's a plumber or a carpenter or out there doing construction work, and tell them how difficult their job is as they're sitting at a computer, fraternizing over Discord and having, snacks on their breaks. Like,
sorry, I forgot being a tradesman was the only fucking difficult job in the world. I mean, we've seen that they're not getting the treatment that they deserve there, and just because something isn't physically challenging, which we've already kind of discussed in the way it is taxing on your body, it doesn't mean it's not mentally challenging. I mean, you're saying that these people aren't the average Joe, but they are. They're just people with jobs. Like, why do you not view game developers as people? Is it because they're smarter than you?
Do you know how fucking lucky I feel to be able to do this on a day-to-day basis?
To do what? Whine and bitch about people you don't even fucking know? Like, bro, your fucking show's failed. Your employees quit. What do you mean you feel lucky to do this? You got stuck doing this.
I'm sure that there's some sort of play, like the idea of a union in protecting people's rights, workers' rights, sounds good in theory. But I've said this before on the show, the problem with unions is that they're run by people, and people are fucking flawed, and people are greedy. And whenever there's a union,
people are flawed and people are greedy. And when those flawed and greedy people are in charge of a company and there's a union involved all of a sudden, those flawed and greedy people fire the union members so they can have a cheap workforce that they can exploit and will do everything that they ask because they're desperate just to get by. Unions protect workers' rights from flawed and greedy people. That's the whole fucking point. Can unions be corrupt? Yes. Is the union corrupt in this case? No.
It's like, honestly, unions should only be for jobs where people's lives are at risk. Like the people who weld underwater pipes. Those guys need union representation.
Unions protect people from sexual harassment or racial discrimination in the workplace. They make sure people have the comforts that they need. Disability access. They work hours that they're physically capable of working. The entire corporate environment isn't toxic and demeaning and degrading. Just because their lives aren't physically at risk, it doesn't mean their mental well-being isn't.
They're the ones that need union representatives because otherwise corporations will work them till they drop dead.
You don't think tech companies or stores or anywhere else for that matter that doesn't put people's life on the line won't work their employees until they drop dead, given the opportunity? We have unions because every corporation is capable of evil and overworking. It doesn't matter what they produce.
I'm happy that where I am, you're not allowed to have a union.
That's illegal! I mean, no fucking wonder that they're telling you you're not allowed to have a union because they're overworking you, but I'm assuming you're an American based on your accent. And it is federal law that unions are allowed to form. Like, you legally cannot ban unions. These people's viewers just eat this shit up and fucking gargle down everything they say, but it's like a 5-second Google proves that yes, you can have a union. I mean, you can hear in her voice that she's lying. I'm happy that where I work, we're not allowed to have unions. Like, that's so clearly bullshit.
Oh.
Yes. It's not like socialism. They are socialists.
Fucking based.
And the primary reason behind this is because they want to politicize the company. They don't really give a shit about the workers' rights or the workers' privileges because they live in the United Kingdom.
No, the person that wants to politicize things here is you. I spoke to the developers, I asked them about this, and their response? I just want to make games, man. They just want to make games in a healthy and happy and safe environment. Is that so much to ask for?
Where all of these things are already guaranteed by the laws of the United Kingdom, not the unions.
Things that are supposed to be guaranteed weren't being respected, and they went to their unions to help enforce. That's the fucking point of the union, and what caused all of this in the first place. You dumbass.
It was a union boss for one of the harbor, one of the unions for harbor workers, and he had a largest shit mansion with a large pool in all of this. It's like union bosses should not be living a millionaire's life. Objection?
Relevance? Like, this is a different union for a different company in a different industry, probably in a different fucking country. Like, it's apples to oranges. Also, the president of IWGB, Alex Marshall, has only been there for a short amount of time, and his previous work was as a courier. I highly doubt he's out here living in a fucking mansion.
Like, I am all about people having, you know, a good experience when they're working, right? Hopefully, you know, I've showed that as best as like I can provide.
Your staff at Screw Attack abandoned you.
Like, the idea of snacks at an office is hilarious to me. It's like a fucking daycare.
Are you hungry or something? Like, are your blood sugars low? Like, what? Why do you keep bringing up snacks at a fucking office? Like, at no point have any of the Rockstar devs even mentioned that. Like, do you have previous beef about snacks in an office? And for the daycare comment, snacks are a pretty normal thing to have in office spaces. I mean, you need to be well fed to be able to perform work efficiently. Like, that's basic fucking human body understanding. Like, why do you hate the concept of people being well fed? Even then, just, you know, have a vending machine, snacks sorted, and you can make a little bit more money out of it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like when I hear about like a Starbucks barista union, like that is so fucking hilarious to me. The idea of a barista union, like that is so, I have no sympathy for you lose me here when you're talking about being a coffee maker.
That, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, was a 20-second rant about something entirely fucking different. And even then, once again, man, have you seen the fucking clowns that Starbucks employees have to put up with? They don't need a union, they need a fucking shotgun.
Yeah, well, they say it's crunch and stuff, and I see a lot of you guys, you don't have a whole lot of sympathy for this either over here.
Well, I can sympathize with the crunch time. If there's poor management, right, then it trickles down to like the average Joe who's just trying to get his job done. So I sympathize with that stuff, and I understand, like, but that just needs, like, you just need to manage better. You need a whole overhaul and like get your shit done and get some better management in there. That's really it.
I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this, but do you want to know how you achieve that? With a fucking union.
Well, there's always someone else to blame in a situation like this, right? So that's the the staff is going to blame their managers. The managers are going to blame the middle management. The middle management is going to blame their executives. The executives are going to blame, you know, whoever, right? The board, right? There's a hierarchy here, and you can always blame somebody else. Oh, and then the board is going to blame the CEO or whatever, you know, or the CEO is going to blame the board.
And the union helps find who's responsible so they can take accountability. Like, do you not get the purpose of this?
I do not trust anyone who went from school to job. Do not trust them.
Yeah, that explains a lot. You definitely didn't go to school. You were a bit fucking down, weren't you, pal?
There's also the idea about crunch, right? Because, yes, crunch is bad, but again, there are laws in the UK that determines how much overtime you can have. You already have protection against this.
And the union helps make sure those laws are being followed. Do you think the government just does random fucking check-ins here and there? No, like, the union is there to help make sure the employees know their rights as an employee, so they know that they shouldn't be having any forced overtime. That's why the union's there!
And secondly, sometimes you've just got to finish the fucking video game. I'm sorry, but you're collecting a paycheck. At some point, a product must be produced, so get to it, I guess.
Oh, God forbid the most technically complicated video game of all time takes a little bit longer to produce so we don't have another Cyberpunk 2077 situation. Yes, I get it. It's frustrating that the game's taking a while to come out, but it shouldn't come out at the fucking expense of the people working on it. It doesn't work like that. Like, ultimately, it's a video game. It's not that important in the grand scheme of things at life, so people shouldn't be fucking sacrificed to create it. And they're making plenty of money with GTA Online anyway. I mean, look at the fucking shark card sales. Look at how many people are still buying the game. Rockstar will be just fine. I didn't expect this video to last as long as it has. I went off script for it because it's something that I very much care about, and I wanted to get the raw feeling that I have for this across. I think I've done that pretty well. It's twice the length of the original video almost, which really goes to show that it's just full of stupid bullshit. I have nothing really else to say about this. Just don't fall for this bullshit when you see it. Support unions, support the workers, and stay chill. Until then, I will catch you in the next one, whenever it may be, shaggers. See you later.